Hello guys, I'm very excited to share with you this new model, NuExtract-large. NuExtract-large is a version of 5.3 small model, and it has been fine-tuned on a private high-quality synthetic dataset for information extraction, and that is why I'm excited because this model has a particular specific use case. To use this model, we need to provide an input text which must be less than 2000 tokens and a JSON template describing the information which we need to extract from our text. This model is purely extractive. So all text output by the model is present as is in the original text. You can also provide an example of output formatting to help the model understand your task more precisely. And I believe that is what the future of these all large language models are. They will be fine tuned to a specific purpose, task or data, and then we will be using them either independently or in sync with each other, or it will be like mixed language or mixed LLM programming very soon. Now, this model comes in tiny zero point 0.5 billion and also in base 7 billion version, and we will be using and installing 7 billion model on our local system, and then we will play around with it. Before I do that, let me give a huge shout out to Mass Compute, who have generously sponsored the GPU, which is NVIDIA RTX 6000 with 48 GB RAM for this video, plus the VM, which of course you can see on your screen. And if you're looking to rent a GPU on affordable price, then I will drop the link to their website, and I will also going to put a coupon code of 50% discount for a range of GPUs. So do check them out, really high quality. Now, having said that, let's go and try to get this model installed on our system, and then we will play around with it. Okay, so in order to install it locally and run it, the tool which I'm going to use, you might have guessed it, I'm going to use LM Studio. If you don't know what LM Studio is, please search the channel. I have done heaps of videos on it. So if this is the first time, go to the home page, and then in the text box, just type new extract, press enter, and you will see that some of the people already have done the quantization. I have gone to the second one, and then if you scroll down to the right, I have downloaded the full model F32. The size is around 16 GB or 15.29 GB. I already have downloaded it to save the time. If you are running on a low GPU, you can even go with a lower quantization. That will come with a slight performance degradation, but still I think even if you use Q4KM, you should be good. Okay, so let me show you the file. This is the file which we have downloaded, and then let's click on these three dots here on the left hand side, and now you see that I already have loaded the model. Just click in the middle and load it, and on the right hand side I have selected the 5.3 preset because this model is fine-tuned on 5.3, and I have offloaded all the layers to GPU. Now what I'm going to do in order to test this model, I'm going to give it a text and a structure which I want to extract. So let me paste it here. So this is a whole text I have given. You can give it any text, and we will see also other examples. So this just text talks about that we introduced Mistral 7 billion, which is a 7 billion parameter language model, and blah blah blah. It also gives some links and other stuff. So this is a whole text between these three quotes, and below it we have given it a schema that what we want from this text to be extracted is model, its name, number of parameters, number of tokens, architecture, usage, and all that stuff. Let me press enter and see what model does here. There you go. The model has correctly pulled out the data from that text and filled in this JSON structure. So keys are there, and it has extracted the values from that text and given us the schema. Now, if you really think about it, this is simply amazing. You just give it any free flowing text, you use this model to create a JSON schema. And if you have been dealing with RESTful APIs or any sort of APIs these days, all of these APIs are JSON aware. And once the data is in JSON, you can do anything with it. This data becomes really, comes to life really. So I believe one of the best models I have seen in terms of use cases in recent days. So this is one example. Let's try out another example. And now in this next example, I'm giving it a text about Airbus A350 and then just some information about its body, wide body jet airliner with 8100 nautical miles and a maximum takeoff weight and all that stuff. And then I have given it a schema around model range and all that stuff and adoption. Let's see what this model does here. There you go. So it has very correctly identified even the notable features. This is free flowing text and it has just gone in and checked it out. Very, very intelligent. Amazing stuff. Let's try out another example. Now in this example, I have given it this text like the James Webb Space Telescope, which is a space observatory that orbits L2 point, and then some other information about it, like in, some of the several groundbreaking discoveries, including the detection of water vapor in distant exoplanet, and then let's see what it does. I'm also asking it to pull out the discovery. There you go, and there you go. These are the discoveries, notable findings, water vapor on a distant exoplanet. And the rest of the information is also spot on. And in this example, I'm asking it that the Pfizer BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine is a mRNA-based vaccine with a 95% efficacy rate and a storage temperature of this much temperature. And then it has been approved for emergency use in several countries and has been widely distributed. And then there is some structure around it. So let me run it. Let's wait for it. And you can see that the response is totally awesome, spot on. So it's really seems flawless at the moment, this model. And now let's try out one more. And now in this one, I'm asking it, or asking you maybe, that Fahad Mirza is an AI YouTuber who lives in Sydney, Australia. His request to his viewers include subscribing to the channel if they haven't already and sharing the videos and channel among their network. Fahad is also passionate about cloud, DevOps and databases. And then I have just given it a schema around my person, name, city, country and passions and also the request. So let's see what it does. Let's wait for it. And there you go. So you see, subscribing to the channel if they haven't already, sharing the videos and channel, and this is I love. So how good is that? And as I mentioned, I think this is one of the best use cases of the models, which I really think of supreme quality. So wonderful work done by NewMind, who are the creator behind this model for structure extraction. They have also shared some of the benchmarking information around zero shot and some of the benchmark fine tuning, which you can check it out on their model card. And I'm also going to drop the link to it in video's description. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel, or if you already are, do me a favor and share it among your network. Thanks for watching.